Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the
Yes,
Influence
sir. This is episode 79.
79.
Yeah,
That 100 seemed a lot closer.
it is.
That 100
20
seemed
more
like-
weeks.
Yeah, 20 more weeks. As always, I'm Big Cass.
And I'm that guy, PM.
We are back for another week of your viewing and listening pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight, brother?
Shit, I'm all right, man. A little tired, but I'm here.
Yeah, I can't complain, man. I'm all right too. I was telling PM off mic I caught a nap this week.
And I didn't.
Yeah, we switched roles. This.
Usually I take my little old man nap about 8,
Mm-hmm.
8:30.
Yeah, we switched roles this time. It's all good. We're gonna plug it right on out
Hell yeah.
and get it handled. Kick it off. R.I.P. Mills Lane.
Yes, sir. I had that too.
Yeah, dead at 85.
85.
Seemed like it was natural causes.
Is that what they're saying?
He said he died at home with his wife and his 2 sons.
That's what's up.
I didn't realize it, but that makes sense that's kind of when he disappeared out of the public eye. He had a stroke back in like 2002.
Because his show was going on and then it just stopped.
Judge Mills Lane,
Yeah.
He had a stroke because I just thought he just stopped, but he had a stroke in like 2002, and it was just just shit tear away at your body.
Yeah, rehabbing after that ain't the same as rehabbing after an injury.
Yeah, and it did him pretty bad. And they were saying, I was reading the thing, and saying he had just started taking a turn for the worse a couple weeks ago, and it just kind of
It's just crazy, man.
But I mean, 85, he lived his life,
Yeah.
and he lived a good one too. Did all types of cool shit.
Yeah. They had Mike Tyson and his son talking about him.
Mills Lane's son.
Yeah. No.
Oh, Mike Tyson's son?
and his son.
Okay.
They were talking about Judge Mills Lane.
Yeah, so man, like I said, man, I don't be real fucked up when like it's old people that done
Yeah.
checked out, especially after they've like lived. Because that's what death is
Yeah.
inevitable.
Yeah, you can't escape it. You
You just kind of hope you did enough.
had a good experience.
Yeah,
Or a good enough experience.
yeah. It seemed like he did. So,
Hell yeah.
man, rest in peace, Mills Lane. Man.
Hell yeah. I got one.
What's that?
Christy Alley.
Yes, I forgot to write that down. She
You
was cancer.
Cancer. She was 71.
Yeah, she been battling cancer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Christy Alley. She that was Cheers was one of my favorite shows growing
Cheers
up.
was a good. That was a good show. A lot of them blew up from that.
Yeah,
A lot of them, just Ted Danson.
Ted
did his
Danson.
thing.
Yeah.
Then he married Whoopi Goldberg, right? Or was that just some bullshit?
I know. I think he did.
Okay.
I don't think they stayed married, but
They at one point did get married.
yeah.
Because that was that movie with him and her, and then who else was in it? Will Smith.
I don't remember, but I remember the movie
Because
he was like a cowboy car salesman or some shit.
he was supposed to be her daughter's father.
Yeah,
And I think Will Smith was the daughter's boyfriend.
I think you might be right.
I think. I'm not sure. I ain't seen the movie.
I remember the movie though.
What's the name of it?
I just remember we had it on when I was a kid. My mama used to she had a nice selection of VHS
Yeah.
types. Like she had this big, like a tall, probably like a 5-foot tall cabinet.
Where it opens up both sides.
And there was a glass door, like
Okay.
a big glass door, so you could see him through the door. And she kept a mean VHS thing, and that was one of them.
I feel you.
And she was always into weirder, deeper movies. That's why I be knowing shit like that movie I was saying about Zebra, like Michael Rappaport's first movie and
Yeah.
shit. She would have that type of shit. Fear of a Black Hat. You ever seen that?
Booty juice.
Yeah, nigga. My mama had that on VHS. They got me popping that motherfucker in, man. That's my shit, nigga.
Not too many people know about
No.
it. That's why when you said that, I was like, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, nigga.
I know about Fear of a Black Hat.
That's one of my mama's favorite movies. That's hilarious, nigga. She had me this motherfucker 7, 8 years old watching that shit with her, nigga.
Hey, I was too.
Dying hysterically. Nigga.
That's why I like movies the way I do. It's,
Yes.
but everybody from Cheers.
Wasn't Frazier from
Was
Cheers?
it Kelsey Grammer?
Kelsey, yeah.
Yeah, shit. He's Beast. He was Frazier.
Yeah.
Shit, he even took his shit and moved it to the West Coast. And they lived in Seattle when that show was going on.
Yep.
So.
And then, you know, he put his motherfucking producer hat on.
Yeah.
Because he produced Girlfriends and a bunch of other shit.
A lot of shit. I forgot he produced Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Yep.
He blew the fuck up.
That's my guy.
He blew the fuck up.
That's my guy. I was watching whose podcast? Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
And they was talking about Woody Harrelson. And he was saying like how he's like just the type of nigga that just lives off the land and shit. Like he don't really give a fuck about the money. Of course he makes it and he has it. But they said, man, that nigga. They said, man, he won't have a clue where that nigga's at. He said, there's only like one person knows how to get in touch with him. He said that he'll just show up and do a movie and scurry on back out to the wilderness.
You know, his daddy was a
serial killer.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
His daddy's a serial killer.
Then he played the serial killer.
Natural Born Killers, nigga. I love that movie.
That's a good one.
Love that fucking movie.
Even though girl, Reba Perlman.
Yeah.
Like everybody except for like the two fat dudes.
Yeah.
The mailman and then who's the other dude?
Norm. Yeah. Everybody knows your name.
I love that show, man.
They're always, that's my shit.
That
you
Night
go
Court.
where the people go. Night Court. Yeah, there was some shit. We talking about motherfuckers dying. They caught the nigga that killed Takeoff.
Oh, you talking about
From Migos?
No, I'm talking about what's his name? DJ Patrick.
DJ Pat, yep. Patrick Xavier Clark, 33, has been charged with Takeoff's murder and has been arrested.
Yeah, that motherfucker was trying to flee to Mexico, or did he make it?
Nah, he
didn't make it? Okay.
But they said he
extradited.
applied for an emergency passport.
Emergency passport, that's what it was.
Yeah, when they caught him, his shit was packed. He had large sums of cash. He was trying to flee to Mexico.
Somebody didn't help him out right.
Yeah.
Not that I condone it. I'm just saying.
You know, he's right there in Texas, so he wouldn't have far to go. But, yeah, glad they caught that nigga, man. So.
And him and the other dude was together.
Yeah, the one that they thought did it?
Yeah.
The, what was that nigga name? Norm?
He's a Norm. Lil' Cam.
Yeah,
he said Norm.
Yeah.
Everybody knows his name, but it's not Norm.
Lil' Cam, yeah. They just ended up charging him with having a pistol.
Yeah.
He said he had a pistol. He was there and he had a pistol, but he didn't
Felon.
want to.
But they said he pointed him out on the street. Like before they caught him, before they called Pat. They said Lil' Cam allegedly pointed him out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They say he took a ride with the feds. Like, hey,
Yeah,
there he is right there.
Yeah, that's the nigga.
That's him.
He said, nigga, I'm not
Then
going.
they went and bought him Domino's because that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted some Domino's pizza.
He's
Got the wings and the little motherfucking the cinnamon bread shit.
El Snitche.
Mm-hmm.
Snitcherino, nigga. God damn, dog. This is the update episode. Got updates on some of the shit that we've talked about that I know we've talked about.
I seen one. I hope it's the one I seen. I think it is.
I got 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
The first one is the that man that punched that little Asian woman 100 times on video. You remember that video?
Oh, New York?
Yeah, the black dude that just ran in there and beat that little Asian woman.
Was that the Bronx?
I think so.
Okay.
He was just sentenced to 17 and a half years for that
Okay.
in the penitentiary.
She didn't die, did she?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
A man seen a surveillance video punching an elderly Asian woman more than 100 times and stomping on her body in Yonkers, New York.
Yonkers, okay.
Has been sentenced to 17.5 years. Tamal Esco, 42, pled guilty in September to assault in the first degree as a hate crime, and based on his agreement with prosecutors, he will serve 17 and a half years.
Yeah, he ain't coming out till he's 59.
Yeah. So she didn't die because it's just assault. So she didn't.
Right.
So thank God she didn't die from that random ass, brutal ass beating.
That's cool.
But yeah, put that nigga under the jail. I remember that video, watching that man just beat on that little old woman for like 5 minutes, bro. I don't give a fuck how old
Who
you are.
recorded it? Well, that was the regular security
It
camera.
was a security camera.
All right. I can't remember if it
security
was
camera.
security or somebody standing there watching this shit.
It was a security camera.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
security camera. Yeah, there wasn't nobody just standing there watching that shit.
Did they get him for a hate crime too?
Yep. Like
All
I
right.
said, first for assault in the first degree as a hate crime.
All right.
Yep. So
That's why he got so many years added on.
yeah, the hate crime action. Then another update. The nigga that remember the nigga that shot Lady Gaga's dog walker and kidnapped the dog. You remember that shit?
I do.
He just got sentenced to 21 years in prison.
Jesus. He was already a felon?
I think so. James Jackson, the man who shot and wounded Lady Gaga's dog walker and stole her French bulldogs last year, took a plea deal and was sentenced to 21 years in prison just on Monday. He pled no contest to count of attempted murder. Jackson and two others drove around the city of West Hollywood in February 2001 looking for French bulldogs. Prosecutors said they found Lady Gaga's dog walker, Ryan Fisker, with her 3 pets. Jackson shot Fisker during the robbery and took the 2 dogs. Lady Gaga offered a $500,000 reward, no questions asked, to be reunited with the dogs. The dogs were returned several days later by Jennifer McBride, who was also charged in the crime.
Damn.
Yeah.
But no questions was asked.
Yeah, some questions got asked. And clearly some questions got answered. Some questions got asked and answered, baby. Might as well, I got one more update. Might as well run through it while we're
I
doing
think this
updates.
is the one I was looking at.
Hertz.
I don't remember that then.
You got an update too?
It was for something. I can't remember. I didn't write it down.
You remember when Hertz had that glitch in their shit and was
Yeah.
saying people stole the cars
I remember that.
instead of returning them? They just settled a class action lawsuit. They have to split up $168 million to 400 people.
Ooh. How much? 168?
168 million to 400 people, whatever the math on that is.
A lot of money.
Yeah, that's the 400 people that sued. They settled for 168 million to be divided amongst them.
Yeah.
For that, Hertz settled a $168 million payment to 364 customers. That's even more money.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
364. Who were arrested because Hertz reported their cars as stolen when they weren't. Hertz claims it was a computer glitch. One of the members was a woman who ended up spending 30 days in jail because she couldn't afford to bond out and subsequently suffered a miscarriage during her incarceration.
She should get the most.
Yeah, she probably will.
Shit.
Incarceration, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, 168 million to be split up over 364 people. That's some good money.
That's some real good money. I knew they was gonna do that. It's not the same order that it was in earlier.
Oh,
Because it was a update to one you was talking about before. I thought you was gonna talk about it.
I probably didn't see it. I went update crazy. Update crazy on this one. I was looking at shit. I was like, man, we talked about that shit.
Yeah, because I was gonna talk about it, but then I was like, hold up, we already had this.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for my updates.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna be able to find this one.
Okay, yeah, that's it for my updates, brother.
Yeah. So you ever heard of this shit called jugging?
Jugging?
Mm-hmm.
It's a dance, right?
Well, maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's either jugging or jugging.
Okay, what
But
are they
it's
doing?
violent bank jugging robberies on the rise. This is what California police warn everybody about. It says the police are warning the public amid a spike in violent bank jugging robberies across Southern California as the holidays approach.
What the hell is a jugging?
It says bank jugging involves thieves staking out potential victims in bank parking lots and then following them to their next destination to rob them. It says that popular shopping centers are prime areas for suspects searching for their next target.
Yeah. I never partook in it because that ain't my deal. But I knew some niggas that would like watch motherfuckers going into the bank or coming out the bank with them the blue money bags.
Oh, for like the stores and businesses
Deposits and shit. Yeah. Goddamn, the money bags.
Yeah.
Man. Motherfuckers don't be putting them in like other bags. They just be walking in there with them, and motherfuckers know what them is.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Especially when you got like when I worked in the mall. Sometimes I had to take that bag to like the little box, and you put it in the box and you make sure it go down there and shit.
I'll tell you a funny story that I did almost partake in, but it didn't pan out. And this is one of the times when I realized this wasn't my cup of tea. Remember the ticket house that used to be on like 30th and Keystone?
Yeah, right next to the Zebs.
I was gonna wipe that woman down. That lady that left out of there with the money every 2 nights a week.
Oh, okay.
She lived out here, and I had caught wind of it, and I had followed her from there to the crib like once or twice.
Wow.
To make sure I knew where she was going.
Yeah.
And I figured out what day she brought the money out and this and the third. Nigga, I'd never forget it, bro. This is when I figured out this shit wasn't for me. Shout out to this old nigga. I was across the street staking this shit out, like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Watching, nigga. And I see her get in the car and pull off. And as I'm getting ready to get in the car and pull off, a nigga came from over across the street and pulled up and was like, "Don't do it, youngster." He said, "We own you."
Well, I said they been looking at you.
I said, "All right." And I pulled off and went the other way down Keystone. And I never tried no shit like that ever again in my life.
You didn't know too many other eyes was watching you.
I'm watching her. Goddamn, this motherfucker watching me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they was on it too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, it was at that point when I figured out that wasn't my shit. That wasn't my cup of tea, nigga. I leave that shit to the
real guys.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm a hustler, nigga. I ain't no robber, nigga.
You know what lane you belong in.
Yeah.
You tried it.
Yeah.
You tried it.
Yeah.
Like that old man with the package thief. You seen that one? Said, yeah, you tried it.
Yeah,
you tried it. Put my shit down.
My shit down when he put that bomb in there. That's some type of explosive, nigga.
No. He came out with the AK.
Yeah. Oh, yes. But he turned around and ran. Then he hopped off the porch. He had the pistol and shit.
His homie left him.
As soon as he walked out with that goddamn gun, his homie left. I tried my goddamn pen.
He said, you tried it. You tried it. You put my shit down and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But they say that customers seen purchasing luxury handbags and jewelry or people who own jewelry businesses are also being targeted.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This shit crazy.
Listen,
bro.
man, on some real shit, bro. And see, I guess it just be motherfuckers that don't really be seeing the lower end of the world. Cause like I fully understand the wolves is out.
Yeah.
And when you have acquired things in life and shit like that, bro, you have to be fully aware of the wolves.
Nah, that's true.
You got to pay attention to these niggas. They out there, bro. And this shit don't be nothing personal. They just realize you got some shit.
And they want it.
And they want it. So them ain't even like haters and shit you gotta watch out for. These is complete strangers who just know that you got some shit. It's one of the reasons why I got cameras and shit all around this motherfucking shit, bro. I need to see you niggas and how y'all moving.
It's terrible, dog.
Cause it's whatever I got, I'm pretty sure niggas think I got way more.
Hell yeah.
It's how it always is.
Shit.
Motherfuckers don't even realize you be this motherfucker trying to figure life out. They just be looking at all the shit you've acquired like this nigga getting to it.
Yeah.
And I might be, but nigga, you can't come in here and take my shit.
But at the same time, they too busy watching you. They could be doing the same thing. They could be doing the same thing.
I told you, bro.
Some motherfuckers just lazy.
Told you, bro. When that motherfucker, and the thing about it was, I don't even, nigga, just young. I was just trying my hand at some other shit because I was already getting to it.
Right.
In the other ways.
I know what you mean.
But a motherfucker, it just seemed so easy, nigga. I knew this woman left that motherfucker with that shit 2 days a week, and nigga, that I'm glad that motherfucker. That's a road I never wanted to go down, nigga. I was just experimenting, and that motherfucker, that old nigga stopped me in my tracks. He said, "Don't do that, youngster. We see you." I said, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm going home."
Yeah, you had to think about it like that's the shake house.
Yeah,
They already knew that.
yeah.
So many people done tried to probably already do that.
And I was laying on that motherfucker too. I had been out there, motherfucker. I had followed her on 2 different occasions, like just yeah,
Different cars?
yeah.
Okay.
That was back when I had 4, 5 cars. I said I was getting to it.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
they was really on you when you pulled up
Yeah.
differently. Oh, same your nigga. Yeah.
The time I had a black, I remember I was in my, I had a black S10 Extreme, nigga, black with tints with black guts, and I was in that motherfucker chilling. That's the one. And he pulled up like, nigga,
See, that's when they called Herschel on you. He was like, Herschel,
yeah,
come on down here. We got a little young brother of
Yeah.
mine. Well, hold on. Let's see if we can save him.
yeah. He did. Nigga, and the way he said it to me, I know he was holding on to a big ass gun. I know it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I know he was under the door. He was like, "Hey, listen, youngster, don't do that now. We are." I said, "So I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "Ah." I said, "All right." And niggas, I said, "But I don't know." He said, "Ah." Nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
We
nigga.
know.
Yeah.
We know. We came across this too many times, bro. We know.
Speaking of old heads and youngsters and shit going wrong, in that scenario, shit went right. In this scenario, shit went wrong. 4 South Carolina teens killed a man because he took away their cellular devices. He didn't like how they were using Instagram.
What? Okay.
The teens kicked and threw items at his door until he stepped out into the hall, and they killed him, execution style.
Oh, they had blickies.
4 teenagers are accused of killing a South Carolina man execution style after he punished them for their Instagram use by taking their computers away, according to local reporters.
He must be a guardian.
Some 3 14-year-olds and 1 15-year-old hatched a plan to murder the victim, 38-year-old Larry Ingram Jr., on November 14th after he reportedly punished 2 of them who are related to him by taking away their laptops. Investigators said Ingram was displeased with how the teens were using Instagram. The teens, angry over the discipline, allegedly lured Ingram to his death inside his Rock Hill home. Rock Hill Police Department detectives Eric testified to family court on Tuesday, according to the outlets. Yeah.
Damn.
They threw stuff at his door until he got mad enough to come outside, and then they shot him in the back of his head.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And see that? And
That's teen violence, right?
Huh?
That's teen violence. You just talked about something like that last week.
Yep. And see that shit like that make me understand. You know how we always saying like where the OGs at and shit?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's where the OGs are. Nigga, leaving these young niggas the fuck alone because they fucked up.
Our people.
Yeah.
No, it's the truth though, man. I deal with it all the time. I rant and rave about it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck wants to get in somebody's car and eat? You getting in a complete stranger's car. Why the fuck you want to eat? You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
these kids is just stupid, bro. Like, my son, the other day, I meet his older sister at like a gas station by their school on days that she has to work. Like, she'll get around everybody up from school because they had schools across the street from each other. And then I'll meet her at the gas station, get everybody from her so she can go to work.
That's what you're saying.
So this particular day, she needs some gas in her car, so I pull up. I'm putting gas in her car. We talking. Me and the other kids is all in the car, and I go. My son's in the store. He said he went in there to get something to drink. It's been a while. I'm like, man, why is this little nigga still in the store? I go in the store. The man in the store is accusing my son of stealing because my son had a bag of chips in his pocket from school, but it was an unopened bag of chips
Oh shit.
in his pocket. I said, son, why won't you just leave that in the car? He was like, I ain't even think about it. I said, y'all fucking brains literally just don't work. This nigga was like, but I got it from school. I said, son, you think that man saw you walk in with that bag?
Nope.
I said,
in your
nigga,
pocket.
I said, what's the difference between you walking in saying that you brought it from school and me walking in and just putting a bag of chips in my pocket? He was like, none. That's exactly, son. Exactly. Now I didn't have to go in this motherfucking, man, he ain't stealing. He had the motherfuckers in there. I said, but if, man, we gotta go. I said, if you don't believe him, I'll pay for it.
Right.
I'll pay for some fictitious shit that didn't come out your store. But
Right.
I said, but I'm his dad, bro, and I'm telling you, he had the shit. He's like, all right, man, go ahead.
Damn. Yeah, he hold up, but how long was he in there? Because he didn't ask, like, did he say something like, hey, my dad's right outside?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It wasn't like he was in there like a long, long time.
Just longer than what you was expecting.
Yeah.
To be. That's what you're saying.
It wasn't busy. So, like, whatever you did in that motherfucker shouldn't have took no more than 3-4 minutes.
Right.
I put $25 worth of gas in my daughter's car, talked to her for a second, talked to the other
And he
kids.
still wasn't out. Yeah, that's a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
To still be like, hey, my dad's right outside, man. Like,
Yeah.
you can ask him. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
That's
kids,
crazy,
bro.
man.
Fucking kids. Little brains ain't, the motherfucking wheels don't be turning. Them bitches need some grease.
Like I tell you about that chick told me, asked me, no, she's going to get mad at me because I don't have a charger.
Yeah, you told me that.
And shit, I'm like, what the fuck you mad at me for? Because you wasn't responsible enough to
Charge
charge
your
your
phone up.
shit before you got in the car. Talking about when I get there, I can't. It's 2:30 in the morning. If you going somewhere, somebody know you coming. They should be up waiting on your ass.
Yeah.
Unless they don't love you.
Yeah, or they don't love you.
They don't love you. It's 2:30 in the morning, and you a
I know.
female.
I know anytime, whether it be like a female that was coming to my home or like, you know, my niece is known for
Popping up.
popping up over here or getting dropped off after the club if she don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And I always think that I just leave the door unlocked because I'm liable to go to sleep and not hear that phone ring. So,
Right.
hey, look, door's unlocked. I forget, is it? Yeah, door's unlocked because.
That's why I even told her, I said, you can't beat on the door. Well, then I'll wake everybody in the house up. Well, shit, you shouldn't be coming over.
Yeah.
You want me to turn around and drop you back off?
What you want me to do? Because I ain't got no charger in this bitch.
Shit. I ain't about to hold nobody's shits no more. Fuck them people. Like, you get a ride and you get a ride. You come accommodated. I ain't turning my music down, none of that shit. Fuck you. I got one for you to go along with some horrible shit. I was going to put this in the fecal, but not really.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something to talk about.
I'm listening.
But I feel this guy a little bit, maybe. School principal who killed himself at Disneyland
Jesus Christ. I saw that.
wanted to end toxic marriage.
So he killed himself?
There's more to it. I thought it was just about that, too. It says the California school principal who jumped to his death at Disneyland after leaving a chilling suicide note decided to end his life because of a toxic relationship with his abusive wife.
Jesus Christ.
This is what his daughter said in the shocking interview. This is a fucking name. Christopher Christensen.
Okay.
Yeah.
His parents said him up for failure.
CHRs on both names. Christopher Christensen, 51, who had been the principal of Huntington Beach, California Elementary School for 22 years, took the fatal leap Saturday, 2 days before he was due in court on child endangerment and battery charges.
Oh, shit.
See what I'm saying? That's why I said I don't know if he's a fake or not. It says in a new interview with 26-year-old Brittany Christensen, one of his 3 children from a previous marriage, claimed his current wife Marlena had been the abusive partner and accused her of tearing up the family. It says Marlena has been very difficult in our family for about the last year, and we haven't had any contact with her. I just now started regaining contact with Chris over the last 2 weeks.
This his daughter talking?
Hold on, I'm about to see. Yeah.
Jesus, okay.
Oh, they're implementing. No, she did say Chris. It says I just now regaining contact with Chris over the last 2 weeks, and it's been really great. He'd been trying to figure out how to leave her. In my opinion, it seems like this and mine was his way out of the relationship. It says Christensen pleaded not guilty to the child endangerment charges after November 15th arrest and was released on a $10,000 bail. Crazy, man.
Bro, I never knock anybody for what they really got going on and shit.
Right.
I just don't see taking myself out as the answer to anything.
Nah, I don't either. That's why I said I don't think he's a fecal, but
No, he's not.
it's something to talk about because just leave.
Yeah.
Just leave.
And I understand and you know a lot of people deal with pressure differently. And not to make it racy, but black people like naturally deal with trauma and bullshit better because
we've been ingrained with it.
Subject to it.
Yeah, everywhere we go, it's what it is.
Because from what I hear, Richard, what you just said was the abusive wife, but more importantly, the child endangerment and them charges.
Yeah.
He's a school principal. If he gets convicted, bro, that's his career.
Yeah, all the way.
So now you got a felony on your record, which it probably is, and now you can no longer do what you've probably been doing your whole life. Because to get the principal status, he's been a teacher somewhere for years, and he done climbed up the little
teacher and the counselor, and
all of that,
the dean, all that shit. So
what I'm hearing is life as he knew it was about to completely be over.
Yep.
And most niggas just go figure it out somewhere else doing something else.
That's what I was thinking.
I won't say all because it happens in our community too.
No, it does, but it's not as
we just lost a friend not that long ago to suicide.
Right.
And that's just still, I don't see it as the answer for me.
Right.
Like I said, I never sit around and like shit on nobody for their choices because I don't. My brain ain't wired that way, so I don't know what to.
As long as you ain't selfish with it, you didn't take a whole bunch of people out.
Yeah, that shit's
you know what I'm
soft.
saying. You took yourself out. You know what I'm saying. Still, nothing I condone or possibly would do, but still, people do what they do.
Yeah.
And this man they didn't say what he jumped off of. They just said he jumped to his death.
Yeah.
And
that's
crazy. What did he jump off of at Disneyland?
Roller coaster or some shit, or merry-go-round or some shit.
You know what I mean?
Nigga, I just ain't. Man, I can't see myself getting up out of here, bro. Not like that.
Not like that, no.
My will to live too strong. I done shot and stabbed, all that shit, car accidents, all that shit, bro. I figured out a way to make it. No. I'm not taking myself out.
Exactly. What I seen was Mike Epps had it was on somebody's short, and he was talking about problems and having your problems, and he said God told everybody, take your problems and put them on the ground, and then go back, pick your problems up. And the motherfucker went back, and his problems wasn't there, and he was like, "Whoa, what the fuck happened? Where my problems is?" Oh man, you got to pick up somebody else's problems. Because you put yours down, somebody picked yours up because it was less than what you had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's deep in the motherfucker.
Listen, bro. And what he's saying has always been my theory. He worded it a lot better than I did. So shout out to him. But my theory has always been, bro, somebody got it right. Like somebody got it worse.
Yeah.
Like when you say like it could always be worse. I'm like, no, it can't. No, it can't.
It can.
It can.
It can. It's up to you to do something about it.
Yeah, like bro, I done been through some terrible shit in my life. A lot of it self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Shit, situations that I brought on myself.
Understood.
Some of them that I didn't.
Same with me.
But it's been some bad shit.
Yeah.
I've been facing 30, 40 years in prison. I've been shot, stabbed a bunch of times. I've lost kids. I've done, nigga, like some crazy shit. Some shit that'll should break a nigga.
It'll break a lot of people.
But bro, every time I see certain motherfuckers, or especially here in the last year or so that we do the pod, we talk about so much nonsense. Every time I'm having like a rough thing in my life, nigga, I like go back to some of these stories and be like, ain't as bad as that.
Nah, exactly. Exactly. It helps me cope with life a lot better, man. That's why I tell this shit is therapeutic, man, because, I'm looking like shit. I know I'm in that shitty situation, but it ain't that shitty. Ain't no flies around the motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Shit
saying?
get caught in your head.
Yeah.
Me and my guy at the gym was laughing the other day because he stayed down the street from my first child's mother. My first child's 18 years old now. I hadn't seen this nigga since my daughter was like 2.
Oh shit.
She moved. We wasn't like really friends. We were just neighbors,
That's what you're saying.
and we just kind of
Neighborhood associates when you was over there.
yeah. Well, he goes to my gym,
Okay.
and we done got like intertwined in the same workout circle. So now we've been really chopping it up and kicking it. But we was talking about like older days and older times, and now we was laughing. He was like, "Yeah, nigga, I remember you used to pull that Chevy out, and you goddamn it have on all that jewelry and shit." Da 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 da. I said, "Bro, you wanna know something funny?" He said, "What?" I said, "That's what I would do every time I was fucked up." He said, "What?" I said, "Bro, when everything was good, I'd be in my under. I wouldn't have jewelry on. I'd be getting to it." I said, "Bro, I'd have been done fucked the money up. And the way that I would figure out how to get my life back together is I would go to my closet. I would pick out the most expensive shit I had in my closet. I would put on $30,000-$40,000 worth of jewelry. I would go to the storage, get one of my cars on rims and shit, and I would just ride and think." He was like, "Huh?" I said, "Bro, I don't know if it was kind of like me reminding myself that I acquired all this shit so I know what I'm doing, or me reminding myself I don't want to lose this shit,
Right. So let me go ahead and enjoy it while I got it.
or me just kind of, because sometimes you get lost in yourself.
Yeah,
from day
you
to
do.
day.
Yeah.
Me just kind of
It
reminding
happens, bro. It
myself
just
who I
happens.
am."
Yeah.
I said, "Bro," and I would ride all day long. I said, by the time I put that car back in storage and went home and took off all that shit, I'd have a master plan and I'd execute that shit the next day.
Right.
I said, and I'd be right back to the money. He said, "Hell nah." I said, "Bro, I still do the shit. Like to this day, nigga. My jewelry hang up in the motherfucking thing, nigga. I go put on some clothes, put on some jewelry, nigga.
And going out.
Dig that Rolex out the motherfucking safe, nigga. I put all that shit and just, nigga, remind myself who the fuck I am, nigga."
And ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Because you can get lost in day to day.
All the time.
And if you don't have like a point of reflection, bro, you can get lost in how bad shit actually is compared to how bad it could be. And you can end up stuck in the woe with me syndrome.
Yeah.
And I've never wanted to be in the woe with me syndrome.
There you go.
Bro, I'm a goddamn problem solver, my nigga.
That's
I'll
what I'm
figure it
saying.
out.
And that's why, you know, a lot of people be like, and you don't really realize it because you be in your own mood, your own mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody would call you and be like, "Hey, man, we ain't heard from you in a couple months." Oh, shit, for real?
Yep.
Yeah, you right. I've been on my own shit. And it ain't that I'm mad at nobody. It's just shit. I got a lot of shit going on that I'm trying to maintain and balance. So I don't have a lot of time on my hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you give somebody that time and you feel like, well, this shit really ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no nothing against them. It's just like shit. I need to manage my time a little bit better.
I know for me personally, I'm naturally an introvert. I'm a Rod Wave dubbed it for me, nigga. And when he said it, nigga, I was like, nigga, that is me to the T. He said he's a popular loner.
That makes sense.
I know every motherfucking body, and everybody know me, nigga. But I be by my motherfucking self. I pull up by myself. I leave by myself. I don't ride with people because who the fuck knows when I'm gonna leave, nigga.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they don't call me Casper for no reason, bro. I come in that motherfucker, be the life of the party for 25 minutes and then fade out the back door. Motherfucker, where'd you go? I'm like, I'm home. But because I'm like naturally an introvert, my natural, like my default setting is to not talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am.
I have to consciously make efforts to make sure I reach out to people and talk to people and make sure my loved ones know that, you know what I'm saying? Like so like you said, sometimes when I get too far in my own head because I got so much going on, I just kind of go to my default settings.
Yeah, you got to, man.
And I'll look up, and like you said, I'll look up and be like, man, I ain't talked to niggas in months. And I'll sit down, like I'll make a conscious effort, like I'll just call motherfuckers that I actually love.
Yeah.
And just say hi.
How you doing? What you been up to?
Yeah.
You know, I ain't mad at you. I just been doing my shit.
Yep. And like
you gotta respect that.
When I was younger, I never really made that effort. I just caught niggas when I caught them.
Right.
But now we getting older and motherfuckers is dying and
They
shit
know,
left it.
yeah.
So I always
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that. He did that.
Hey, Ridiculous is playing in the back. I'm sorry, y'all. That was hilarious. That nigga was trying to break up the fight. He punched the shit out that nigga.
He looked at him too like,
Yeah, I go back to my default settings, man. I've been like, I make a conscious effort to try not to do that. And I tell you what, even would push my default settings even fucking deeper, nigga. COVID time and shit,
yeah.
nigga. Like they was telling us to do what I do naturally, nigga. Just
Yeah, that's how it was for me. And I was like, oh, we had to stay at home?
yeah.
That's the easiest job ever.
Listen, bro. Motherfuckers was losing their shit.
Going crazy.
Collectively, I've done almost 6 years of house arrest in my time.
Understood.
You know, in life. Nigga, my home is like my favorite place to be. If I could figure out how to like not leave this motherfucker and still be able to maintain financially,
Right.
bro, I would never be outside. I'd be pale as a vampire.
I don't need to go out to do nothing. I just want to see some different shit from time to time. So I'll just go out for a drive, go to a different side of town. I call it getting lost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get lost for a minute. I find my way, and I come right the fuck back home.
I used to do that, nigga, but now I hate driving because all my kids and wherever they got to be. Because I was telling my daughter that the other day because she was talking about like her GPS. She wanted me to buy her this holder for her cell phone.
Okay.
Because the old one that she had doesn't work in that new car that we got her.
Understood.
Because it used to go in the cup holders, but in the new car, the cup holders are further back.
And you can't
So she
just,
did.
lean and drive.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
And I was telling her because she was talking about her GPS, and I just kind of laughed. And she was like, "What you mean? What you laughing for?" I said, "Baby, when I started driving, and this was a thing like after I started driving, like a couple years after I started driving, I said, if you really, really needed to know where you was going, you went in the house, you got on MapQuest, you printed out directions.
At least we had that.
I said, but majority of the time, niggas just got lost." She said, "What?" I said, "You know how many times I've been out of town, no map, no goddamn, no MapQuest, no GPS on the phone, just in the world.
You have to ask somebody and get their oral direction.
Just in the world." Bro. I remember one time, nigga, 17, 18 years old. So this is, like, niggas had cell phones, but this was, smartphones didn't.
We didn't have smartphones, we just had cell phones.
That's what I was explaining. I was explaining to my oldest daughter today because I had sent her some pictures I had in my phone.
Yeah.
When she was real young, when she was younger.
Hey, grainy.
Well, no, not even that. She asked if I had like any more pictures in my phone of like me and her as like a baby.
Okay.
Because like she was like 3 or 4 in the pictures I was sending her. And I said, baby, you gotta understand. I said, she was born in 2004. I said, you were 4 years old when the first smartphone came out. Prior to that, them little flip phones and shit, them pictures wasn't shit. Unless you kept the SD card, they were lost, they were gone.
Yeah.
We didn't have no way to print them out.
Nope.
We didn't, nigga, none of that shit. I said.
There was no cloud.
I told her, I said, them Master Lab ass pictures your mama got hanging up in the house. That's what we got.
Master Lab.
Cause you know when she was.
I'm not just thinking
Yeah.
that's what everybody's talking about, Master Lab
She
and
was
Prestige.
when she was 1, 2, 3, nigga, if we wanted pictures, we went to Master Lab.
Yeah.
So it's some pictures. It's like a picture in her mama house right now, like me holding her. She like 6 months old, like holding her. I said, baby, that's where them shits was. I said, some of these pictures here I got them. By the time the phones came out that we could do what we could do with now, you was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, because they were about 09, 07,
Came out in 08.
Yeah.
They came out in 08.
Because I didn't get one until 2010 because I was like The fuck is this?
Well, they
I'll
came-
never buy nothing new when it come out
It
anyway.
came out in '08, bro. I had spent like 2 bands. I had the first iPhone and I had the first Android. It was called a Google G1. It was like $1,000 a piece. And I had bought both of them motherfuckers cash. Niggas was '08. I had traded in my sidekicks.
Yeah, that's how I did mine. That's how I did mine.
And I got them. I had a Razor and a Sidekick.
I ain't never have a razor.
Nigga, I had the Razor 2 actually, because I always had the Razor. I had the Razor 2, which had the little MP3 player on top, whatever. I traded in my Razor 2 and my Sidekick and got the iPhone and the Google G1.
That's what's
And
up.
nigga, but that was, like I was telling her, because there's pictures in the phone of me with my second oldest, like from like at the hospital, but she was born in '07. So like it's
Totally different.
them
Yeah,
3-4 years
yeah,
of technology made a
That
big
made
fucking
big
difference.
Yeah. I remember when I first seen that they had videos on the phone. I was like, oh, what is this?
Remember when the video things first came out and all you could take was like 5-second clips?
Yep.
5-second videos? Like every phone was basically Vine. Remember the Vine app?
Do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine. Yeah. Nigga, that shit was wild.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm pretty sure it's break time.
Yes, it is.
Gonna make my drink, then we going to break.
All right, stop it. We on break.
But this is a YouTube exclusive. Y'all can see me. Y'all get to see me make my drink.
Because I got to go use the
It's
restroom.
more than motherfucking than simply
I was
limeade in
holding
that
it, boy. I
cup.
was like, oh shit, I got to go.
Yeah. Some leg shaking going on up.
Boy, you said you want here.
Alright, we back.
Yes, sir.
Let's go get it together. I got one. Big fucking dummy over here.
Oh,
Georgia man gets himself arrested after asking why he was left off of the most wanted list.
damn, he wanted to be on it? Oh, excuse me.
Rockdale County Sheriff's Office posted a list of their most wanted violent offenders on social media. A few hours later, Christopher Spalding entered the comments section and asked, "What about me?"
Oh, wow.
The sheriff's office replied to Spalding's comments saying, "You are correct. You have 2 warrants. We're on the way." Spalding is currently being held on 2 charges of felony probation violation.
Wow.
Nigga,
He trying to be funny
he tried to be funny, nigga.
and really did some shit.
Look, they legit commented back. "You are correct, sir. You are."
That's fucked
It
up.
was in Georgia.
And he had his real name on his Facebook.
Yeah, on his Facebook.
Stupid motherfucker.
Motherfucker said, "You're correct. And we're on the way." It would lock this stupid ass up, nigga.
Excuse me.
Big fucking idiot.
That's one way of turning itself in.
Yeah, that's how to get it. That's how you get it done.
Man, I got a Popeye shutdown. It says Popeye shuts down over video showing cockroaches on orders. This happened in
That's disgusting.
the city of Detroit.
Ugh.
Says the Popeyes in Detroit closed for a thorough cleaning after a video surfaced online showing
You got to
cockroaches.
blow that shit up. You can't clean roaches. If they figured out that this is the food motherland, nigga, they will never leave. They will dig. They will burrow into the concrete, nigga, to stay around.
Oh man,
Y'all better burn that bitch to the ground, nigga. There's no thorough cleaning. I never in my life go back to that motherfucker.
I would never ever. But it says cockroaches crawling all over a number of to-go orders.
Oh my god.
So it says a DoorDash driver
To the
Waiting.
video.
waiting for an order to be completed at a Popeyes on the east side of Detroit says she noticed cockroaches crawling on several orders and started recording.
My god.
She says in her 2+ years of delivering food, she hasn't seen anything like it. She said it was just like all over the counter, all over the utensils, and all over the bags and things like that. It said the driver, who didn't want to be identified. Said,
Don't put my name on that shit.
She says she immediately alerted the DoorDash customer who was supposed to receive that order and worked with him so he could get a refund. hey, she's cool.
Yeah, she's alright. She said hit him back, hey nigga, you don't want this shit.
And she said she also told the Popeyes workers about the bugs. She said, I was definitely surprised. I was caught off guard. I was shocked. I was disgusted. I just couldn't believe that they were even open and working in these conditions.
Oh my god.
The DoorDash driver, she posted her video on social media, and then of course it spread quickly because shit like that does.
Yeah.
But a spokesperson with the Detroit Health Department says they received word about the video Friday and sent an inspector to that Popeye's location Monday. The inspector found evidence of cockroaches.
Of course.
So the health department
They didn't pack up and leave.
It says the health department says the restaurant's management made the decision to voluntarily close as soon as they learned of the video.
It's all shit. Niggas know about it.
It says it's unclear when the location will reopen.
Nigga need to burn that bitch to the ground. I told you, man, when this all said and done and the world blows up, nigga, the only thing that'll be left around this bitch is cockroaches and bed bugs.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is masterful at getting the fuck out the way.
Hey, man.
Nasty bitches. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know before I start getting into any of this shit.
What happened?
I know the Florida man usually the highlight of this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I got some good Florida mans. But for some reason this week, Texas and Mississippi is wilding.
Oh, mine's just California.
Texas and Mississippi wilding in this bitch. just remember I told you. Just remember I told you that one. Now start the first one off. Texas lawyer caught on camera trying to shoot his ex-girlfriend at a bar as she was waiting to be the bartender. Nigga came into the bar with the pistol and tried to knock her ass off, nigga, in the middle of like the day, the night.
He said he knew where she was at.
Gavin Rush, 41, is out on bond after he allegedly stormed into a bar with a gun around 11:30 a.m. Saturday and approached his ex, who was behind the bar. He put a small leather satchel on the table and asked if he could speak with her. When she said no, he drew the gun and pointed it at her. Rush reportedly fired off multiple shots. No one was hit. The woman told police that Rush had just learned that she was in a new relationship and had recently stopped answering his text messages. After he threatened to harm himself and her new partner, one of the customers said Rush tried to shoot himself in the head as they took him to the floor. But the man said he was able to keep Rush's finger off the trigger. He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, family violence, and released on a $40,000 bond. But he's a lawyer.
It's crazy.
Nigga, wildin'. They were wildin'. That was in Texas, nigga. Everything I got to say this week, nigga, they either in Texas or Mississippi. I was writing this shit down like, God damn. The fuck is...
Oh, man. Well, this one hits early before. He's from Florida, but he wasn't a Florida man.
Okay.
So it's $1,300. Man arrested after stealing over $1,300 worth of toothbrushes.
What the fuck? Okay. Why is that not a Florida man?
He's from Florida. He wasn't crazy enough, but he did it.
Okay.
He's from Marathon, Florida.
Okay.
37-year-old man was arrested on Monday in Florida after authorities say he stole over $1,300 worth of toothbrushes from a Walgreens. Deputies responded to the Walgreens store around 10:40 a.m. He was up and early. After employees and in-store witnesses said a man, who officers later identified as Tracy J. Mofield, walked out of the store with 6 electric toothbrushes without paying. 6 of them, that's $1,300. Damn, okay, he went for the gusto.
Yeah, he went for them real deal joints.
The authorities located the man in a white Lexus, which then sped away. They then located the vehicle again where it stopped. When deputies confronted Mofield, they said he admitted to stealing toothbrushes before throwing them off the Lone Key Bridge. So he stole them and threw them away.
I wouldn't admit it to shit.
He said deputies then took Mofield to jail and charged him with larceny.
I know what toothbrushes he took. My oldest daughter had braces, and the dentist recommended us to get this fucking toothbrush for her. That was like a toothbrush / water pick.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Cause like you know it's hard to get back in there flossing with the shit. And nigga, I think the one that he recommended was like $250, and I ended up finding like that same one on Amazon on like a deal for like $175. But I bought that motherfucker for her. So if that nigga stole 6 of them, that's $1,300. I thought that nigga stole $1,300 worth of them like Dollar Boys, the like 4-packs for $3, nigga. That would have been hilarious.
That's what I was thinking.
If he'd have stole
that's
that,
why I think he had like the jogging pants where it ties down at the ankle.
The joggers.
Yeah, you put the motherfuckers in there.
This nigga had $1,300 $6 Colgate Boys.
You see when he said he had 6 electric brush, I'm like, damn, they cost $1,300. How much the motherfuckers is?
I said the one I bought for my daughter was supposed to be $250. That's the one the dentist recommended. When the dentist tried to sell it to me for $250.
Yeah.
I'm not that nigga, so I typed in what he recommended.
Yeah.
And found it on Amazon for like $175.
Oh, that's what's up.
And hit buy now, nigga, and told him thanks for the recommendation, but you won't be getting no markup on me, bucko. Cause you bought it for $175, nigga. You trying?
He bought it less than that.
Yeah, you in here selling it to your patrons for
the markup.
Nigga was already wiping my ass for $25 toothpaste. This super fluoride toothpaste that was supposed to keep her shit together with the braces and all that shit. Yeah.
It helps with the glue and shit.
Nigga, $25 ass tube of toothpaste every goddamn month. Nigga, I'm not paying you that for no goddamn brush. Here we go. We on the way to Mississippi now.
Alright.
Mississippi man allegedly bites off another man's nose in an argument over a golf game.
Damn, what's up with people biting shit off?
Bro.
So we done went, hold up. Because it transitioned this year. So we done went from naked motherfuckers jacking off, unprovoked
attacks was going hard.
And now we get motherfuckers biting the shit. And the child molesters coming out.
Yeah, they're coming out with a vengeance. Nasty fucks. Mark Curtis Wells was charged with felony mayhem after police say he bit a person's nose off during an argument. Police officers responded to the complaint of an assault and arrived to find a victim with a disfiguring face injury. Officers learned an argument had ensued prior to the incident between Wells and the victim over a golf game. Wells intentionally fled the scene, but later turned himself in and was released on a $50,000 bond.
Oh, okay.
My man just
snapped and said, fuck it. I'm biting your fucking nose off.
Listen, bro.
Hey.
I gotta just a follow-up story on that one. I got an older sister, right? I know she don't watch this podcast, so whatever. Got an older sister, right? And she's got a husband, right? And when I say older, I mean like almost 20 years older. Like she's in her 50s. And she's got this husband. And he's a piece of shit, right? Like, his name's Matt. Fuck Matt. Like, oh, fuck him. Like, I hope she don't watch this shit. If she do, yeah, fuck him. But, my niece, Brittany, her husband is a fucking piece of shit. And I always get tickled when they telling me about shit that he do to her because I'm like, she just married her father. Like, dude acts just like my brother-in-law, I guess.
Okay.
But my niece's husband did some weird shit to her. My brother-in-law goes over there to try, on his daddy shit. They get to tussling, and my niece's husband bit the tip of this nigga nose off. Bit that motherfucker out and spit it across the street. They end up finding the nose. He goes and gets it sewed back on, nigga. A couple months later, it gets infected, nigga, and like it almost fell off, nigga. He had to have like facial reconstruction surgery on his nose.
Shit.
Cause this nigga bit his shit off.
I can't even imagine it.
Bro, I wish. I don't know why I don't still have that picture.
You had a picture of it?
Yeah, man. My sister sent me a picture of that nigga nose bit off, bro.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
And I just don't have it no more. It's been so long. And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, send me a picture of that nigga nose bit smooth the fuck off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they wilding down there in Mississippi though. But yeah, there's some nose biters, man.
I got one.
Funny part is, nope, there we go.
Okay.
Tell if they sewed it back on.
Jesus.
That was the sew back on, and that got infected and went jet black, and half his nose fell off after that picture.
Damn. Damn. You better get to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
20 Mountain. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck him.
I got one for you.
His nose full though.
I call it the Good Samaritan. Officials say that a man admits to shooting strangers he believed were involved in prior criminal activity.
What the fuck?
Yeah. This is in Mesa, Arizona. The police in Arizona arrested a 65-year-old man. They said he shot and killed a woman and injured her son in the parking lot of a store on Monday. Police said the suspect, Kenneth Montgomery, and the victims did not know each other. Everybody's getting to work earlier on this one. Around 9:30 a.m. Monday, police said that they were called by 27-year-old Albert Leota, which reported that him and his mother, 61-year-old Antoinette Leota, had been shot in the parking lot of a Hobby Lobby store. Officials said Alberto Leota and his mother were in two separate vehicles parked next to each other when the shooting happened. Medic took Antoinette Leota out of her vehicle and pronounced her dead.
Goddamn.
Albert Leota was taken to a hospital to be treated for gunshot wounds, and he suffered to both legs. So he might not be able to walk.
Holy shit.
They say Montgomery drove away before police arrived. Officers gathered information from the witnesses about Montgomery and the description of his pickup truck. It says 2 hours later after the shooting, said that the officers found Montgomery reportedly climbing into the bed of a stranger's pickup truck at another location and arrested him. So I guess he's trying to hide. Officers then located Montgomery's truck, where they said they found a bloody handgun on the dashboard. Why the fuck is his handgun bloody?
This nigga's crazy.
It says, according to documents, Montgomery admitted to buying ammunition shortly before the shooting, and then going to the parking lot where he sought out two cars he thought were involved in a prior criminal activity. He reportedly told investigators he parked his truck in front of the victim's vehicles and unloaded his gun, firing all the bullets that he had loaded in the gun. They had 10 case shells found at the scene. It says when investigators asked if he intended to kill the victims, he reportedly said, "You goddamn right."
Wow. Why is that not a fecal?
I didn't read this.
Oh shit.
I thought this was a Good Samaritan. You hear that?
That is what you said at the beginning. Yeah, you were horribly wrong. Great story, but you were horribly wrong.
Goddamn right. Anybody would have. Officials said he did not feel guilty after deciding to shoot them earlier that morning, despite there being no connection between himself and the two. He was booked in the Maricopa jail on various charges, including second-degree murder and aggravated assault. He's being held on $1 million bond. Yeah, wow. I did not know when they said this is how he admits to shooting strangers he believed were involved in prior criminal activity.
Goddamn right, I wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
and I hope they burn in hell.
But shit, I should have known he was gonna be kind of fecalish. Look at him.
Oh yeah. You don't get that horseshoe without being evil.
Oh shit! I thought at least did a good deed.
No.
And that's when I started reading. I was like, yeah,
That should have been a fecal.
that's an early morning fecal.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all, but you know.
It's all good, man. This is full of nonsense. We're on our way to Texas now.
Oh shit!
Texas woman accused of stabbing her boyfriend for not helping her with the bills.
Okay.
Cassandra Gutierrez, 30, was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and second degree felony. Gutierrez and the 42-year-old victim had been dating for about a year. The couple returned to their apartment after drinking at a bar. Gutierrez became confrontational and accused the victim of not helping her with the bills. The confrontation escalated, and Gutierrez allegedly grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed the man multiple times. The man was stabbed in his neck, back, right hand, left hand, and leg.
Which leg?
It just said leg. I was kind of wondering the same thing.
I'm trying to see how she did it. She did the back, and then
Said the back, his neck,
and then
right hand,
left hand.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
I think she went to left leg.
Probably left leg. Her bond's been set at $75,000.
Damn.
She got crazy in her eyes, bro.
Yeah,
She got crazy in her eyes.
She looked.
Yeah.
I couldn't even have sex with her.
She's
She's pretty, but
she probably got a mean shot.
as I said, she's pretty.
They usually do.
You know what I mean? But
Them bobo, bat shit bobo crazy motherfuckers. Man, they usually in possession of that heat.
And that ain't banana cream pie.
No.
That's pumpernickel.
They usually in possession of that heat.
That black bread with all that mystery shit in it. Pumpernickel. It might look good.
Yeah, but take a bite.
You in for a surprise.
Yeah, you in for what the fuck is this?
That's crazy.
What the fuck is this? Where we just come from? Texas?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to Mississippi.
We're going back to Mississippi?
Go back to Mississippi.
All right.
Mississippi man charged with burning crosses to intimidate black neighbors. He pled guilty to hate crimes.
I wonder if he played that music too.
Alex Cox, 24, admitted to violating the Fair Housing Act when he used threatening and racially derogatory remarks to a black family and burned a cross to intimidate them in December 2020. Cox admitted that he assembled the wooden cross in his front yard where his neighbors could see with the materials from his house. Cox then doused the cross in motor oil and lit it on fire. Cox admitted that he burned the cross because of the race of his next-door neighbors. Cox's sentencing is scheduled for March 2nd, 2023. He faces up to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000.
Damn. That's crazy. He painted the cross black.
No, he covered it in motor oil.
Yeah, he painted it black.
Mm-hmm.
And then burnt it up.
And said a bunch of crazy.
Nickaboo, jickaboo,
Yeah, jickaboo, nickaboo. Nigger, 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 nigger. Dirty nigger, you. Yeah. We did the jigaboo shuffle out there in that yard.
That song is funny. Poor Schmucky. Ducky. Steer Chucker. I'm scared to search for it on YouTube.
Hey, man.
I just feel like I shouldn't be listening to that, but
Nah.
I kind of want to hear it. I was like, oh, that's kind of damn funny. Like,
I mean, racism's so rough. Sometimes you just gotta laugh.
you have to laugh at it, man. Like, who the fuck came up with this? Like,
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad, but it's so funny.
we going back to Texas?
We going back to Texas?
Oh shit!
Texas woman arrested after
This one's called Texas to Mississippi.
Yeah. Texas woman arrested after allegedly dropping off 50 pounds of human shit at the police station.
How much?
50 pounds of human shit at the police station.
Go ahead. I gotta hear why she. What? Of shit?
Yes.
The shit?
Boo boo, nigga. Dookie. Fecal, nigga. An officer at the police department noticed someone putting something outside. Someone putting something outside the police station at 4:30 p.m. The officer went outside and found five 5-gallon buckets of what appeared to be human waste. A woman in an all-white hazmat suit with a yellow mask on was walking back to her vehicle. When asked what she was doing, the woman told the officer that the buckets were human waste and she was dropping them off. She then got in her vehicle and drove away.
This is not my problem.
It's y'all problem.
I did the right thing. Had my hazmat suit. I know where she got. Go ahead. I know where she got the boo boo from.
See, yellow mask and told the officers the buckets. Officers recognized the woman as the assistant fire chief's wife.
Okay.
The woman called the city administrator and refused. The woman called the city administrator and refused to pick the buckets up, saying it was no longer her problem. She was charged with illegal dumping and released on a $2,000 bond.
I know where she got the buckets and shit from.
Where'd they come from?
Remember that nigga up in Canada that was bombing motherfuckers at Toronto University? She was holding for him. He was coming down making them trips so he could go back up there and blast motherfuckers with the shit bucket.
This motherfucker legit told them people, this ain't my problem.
It's your problem.
It's your problem.
Deal with it.
I dropped that shit off. Literally.
You see me and got my hazmat.
My hazmat suit on.
I'm certified.
Yeah.
Blue check, bitch.
Said, what's in that package? What's in the bucket? She said, shit. I'm dropping it off. Oh my God.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, it did. 5 buckets.
I think that's all for my Texas, Mississippi back and forth.
I feel you.
I
ready for Florida, man?
I got a couple more currents.
Okay. What?
Hot Pockets.
Oh.
The sandwiches.
I don't fuck with them no more. They're so nasty.
Hot Pockets debuts cargo shorts with insulated pockets created to keep food warm. Literally Hot Pockets.
So many people be running around with stinking ass shorts, dirty ass inside of their shorts.
Each pair.
That is so fucking trifling. Some lazy motherfucker did that.
Each pair of these one-of-a-kind Hot Pocket shorts features a literal hot pocket. It is an insulated cargo short pocket that keeps your Hot Pocket sandwiches warm and toasty. The shorts will be available online December 12th at hotpockets.com.
You know what? Let's order some. Let's heat the bitches up to however and put them in the pocket and burn ourselves so we can sue these motherfuckers and get some millions.
I'm going to have to edit that out of here because we going to do it. We going to do it, and they don't need to know that we pre-planned this. Yeah. Hot Pocket shorts.
Hot Pocket shorts.
Is Hot Pockets hurting?
They gotta be.
When you start going to the little creative room coming up with shit like that, I feel like you hurting.
I know what happened. I got a solution.
What happened?
They heard Kev on stage talking about pocket sausage. And they was like, you know what? He got an idea. And the motherfucker went and they told and they had a meeting about it and they was like, yeah, we can come up with some shorts. Some insulated pockets.
Cargo shorts.
That's how it happened.
They going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
They going right to hell for that.
In them shorts too. They gonna save all the heat in them pockets. You thought it was hot before. You just wait till now.
Yeah, wait till now, bucko. A Mexican cartel hitman who is serving 49 years in prison has seemingly came up missing in the prison, like released on accident.
They released him?
That's what it seems like.
Oh, he's not missing on accident, man.
Yeah, well, they did it on accident.
Well, can they blame him?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, you release me, I ain't gonna be like, hey, you sure?
You sure? Mexican cartel hitman serving 49 years in prison. Serving a 49-year prison sentence in Florida is no longer listed as in custody, and they cannot find him.
Damn.
Edgar Valdez Villabar, a.k.a. La Barbie, was notorious for torture and filming it. According to the Bureau of Prisoners, he hasn't been in custody since last month.
Oh, yeah, he gone.
There was a leader of the Los Negros and a lieutenant in the Saluna cartel.
I never heard of Saluna. That's a name. Los Negros. They the black. That's it. Yeah.
Yep. And he was serving a 49-year sentence in Florida, and his release date was set for July 2056.
God.
And they released him on accident a month ago.
That wasn't no damn accident. Somebody worked for the cartel that worked there, and they was like, you know what? It's time, bro.
Get our mans out of there.
Yeah, it's time. He sat down long enough. We got everything straight. We got the tunnels dug and everything.
Get our mans out of there.
Shit. That's good for them. I mean, not good for the prison, but it's good for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go back to torturing and video and that shit. Put that shit on the black web, dark web. And
do all that
get his good
cool
shit up. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
What you expect a motherfucker to really do? Like, you let me go. You think,
oh, bro, I'm out of here.
That's what I'm saying. You let me go with no paperwork?
That's like remember the one we had on here, buddy, that they had convicted him and he just never took him to jail.
No, he never got in trouble.
Yeah, well, remember the way that they found out was they went to release him from a 10-year bid, and he had never made it to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
They were supposed to pick him up, never did, and he's been listed as a prisoner for a decade. And so when they went to release him, they figured out he wasn't in there.
And he had his own business and everything.
And he did right in his life. So when he went to court, remember the judge, what did the judge did some cool? The judge...
He never got in any more trouble in his life.
Well, yeah, remember the judge dismissed it all.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't dismiss it, he still would have been open to having to do the remaining years of parole.
Oh, okay.
So he dismissed the whole shit because he had turned his life around. He's like you said, he was a business owner, he had a wife, he had kids, he had never been in another thing of trouble ever since that incident.
That's cool. That's cool to the motherfucker, man.
Well, like you said, that man knew he was supposed to go do 10 years.
Yeah.
They were supposed to come pick him up on this day, nigga.
He was in church every Sunday.
He was saying, what he was saying was, I remember he had got convicted and he had put in appeals. And he was out on bond during the appeals. And I'm remembering the story now. He was out on bond during the appeals and his appeal got denied.
Right.
And they were supposed to come pick him up because his appeal was denied. And they just never came and got the nigga. But the wildest part about all that is they had that nigga listed as being in prison for a decade. They went to release this nigga and was like, no one's here by that name. Can you imagine nigga being like in that dorm and they come like, Johnson, back your baggage. Nigga, who?
Who the fuck is Johnson?
Me? Been here 5 years. Nigga, ain't no Johnson in this motherfucker.
Not you.
Yeah.
Rupert.
Nigga, there ain't no Rupert ever been here. Nigga, he never stepped foot in this penitentiary.
That shit's crazy, man.
Oh, man. That's it for my currents, bro.
Alright.
I say we take a break.
Alright.
Come on back and run to them Florida mans.
Shout out to the good with me.
Break time. All right, we back.
Yes, sir.
And it is
Florida man. I got one, man. I call it Naughty Xmas.
Okay.
Florida man caught having sex with dog.
God damn it.
Destroys a nativity scene.
That was my second one. It's right here. Public dog fucker. God damn it. God damn it.
Hey, he was prominent in the news on everything.
Let me join in with you while you doing
All
it.
right.
Because that's my second one.
Because it says Clearwater, Florida, an Orlando man went on a destruction rampage after he was caught engaged in sexual activity with a dog.
36-year-old Chad Mason.
Nasty, naughty guy.
Nasty nigga. Nasty Chad. Nasty Chad.
Yeah, he was caught by the resident of an apartment complex having sex with the animal.
Around 4:30 p.m. It's the middle of the day shit.
He getting busy in the afternoon.
Bro. I thought it was a late night shit. It's prime daytime hours.
Broad daylight. Broad.
That poor puppy.
And the nativity scene. And kids watching that shit.
My God, bro. Oh my God.
After being confronted, Mason became combative in Iraq. He didn't get the release. He entered the Northwood Presbyterian Church and broke several potted plants. He also knocked over a nativity display before fleeing to another neighborhood.
Oh my God.
It says his reign of terror continued as he destroyed a mailbox and attempted to steal a car.
Oh my God.
So he was arrested by officers when they arrived, taken to the Pinellas County Jail where he faces multiple charges including lewd of lascivious activities, 2 counts of exposure of sexual organs, criminal mischief to a place of worship, and sexual activity involving animals. Nasty, naughty motherfucker.
They should have hit him with some shit involving in front of a minor too. They said one of the people watching was 16.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. So he started having sex with the dog in front of witnesses, including adults and a juvenile who was less than 16 years old.
See, the article I had only had like a couple paragraphs, and that was it.
Oh no, I got the whole. Yeah, I basically got what you said after leaving church. Please, yeah, police said Mason ran to the Northern Church where he knocked over nativity display, broke potted plants, and tossed children's toys from the playground area. Official estimated about $400 a day, which is to the church. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. According to Mason's arrest affidavit, he knew the owner of the dog and was taking the golden doodle out for a walk in the apartment complex. Then he started having sex with the dog in front of witnesses, including a 16-year-old juvenile, police said. So this nigga just said, I'll walk the dog.
You know what he said?
This golden doodle is sexy as hell.
That ain't what he said.
What'd he say?
Golden doodle. Can you flex something for me?
Oh my God.
He said he's treacherous.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, he was something else, bro.
You know what? I'm just thinking about it. I seen this on the rabbit hole.
What?
Them golden doodles, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, they get all fluffy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when they take them to the groomers, some groomers are carving the rears.
Look like asses.
Yeah. So that's probably what he had with him.
He was walking that dog.
He
Said, look at the tail on that whale. This nigga just decided to rape a damn puppy.
Nasty.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess how many Florida mans you got?
I got another one.
Okay, because I just got one more because
All right.
that was one of mine. Florida man confesses to killing his mom because she never pushed him to be a man.
Oh man, you gotta get into that one. I can't even.
Matthew Sisley, 21, is accused of fatally stabbing his mother at her home and lacerating his sister's hands when she tried to intervene in the attack. Deputies caught up with Sisley and he confessed to stabbing his mother and said he would do it again.
Damn.
When detectives asked if Sisley thought his mother deserved to get stabbed, the statement he offered in response was yes. Because she never pushed me to be a man, and I've always resented her for that.
That story sounds similar to Killer the dog. He was born to a three-legged bitch of a mother.
Fucking Chappelle show. I'm like, where's this nigga going? Then he started smoking crack.
Half baked.
Half baked. Yeah.
Oh man, he resented her for that. So
He resented her for
he killed his mom and cut his sister's
Cut his
hands
sister
up.
up while she tried to stop him.
Oh, he think about it. He was Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
So, but guess what though? What's his name again?
Matthew Sisley.
Matthew Sisley is going to be the treasure box in prison. So he's really probably not going to be taught to be a man.
He's never gonna be a man. One thing niggas love is they mama.
He's going to be treasure box.
Yeah, they about to.
They better get the Kool-Aid out now.
They about to take that little boy to Pound Town.
Cherry or strawberry.
Yeah, you know what he's about to be. You know what he's about to be, right?
Yeah.
The CEO of the Frank stand.
Yes, he is. Shit. Not only is he a member, but he's also a client.
He's the CEO and the president of the fan club. And the president of the fan club, bro.
Like Tracy Morgan on The Longest Yard. Oh shit.
I think it was the cheerleader and shit fucking with the Spanish dude. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Hey man, that movie was good.
It was a good movie.
And I know it was a remake, man, but I watched the original, man. The Adam
Sandler one was better.
Yeah,
right?
the Adam Sandler one.
Who was the other one? Tom Selleck.
Yeah, that's why he was. I think that's why he was in the new one, wasn't he?
He was.
Wasn't he?
I don't remember. I gotta
Okay.
watch it again. Maybe he made a cameo appearance.
I think he was.
Probably did, but
nah, that Adam Sandler one was fucking great.
well, I just got the burgers.
Terry Crews bitch ass.
That's a big ass robot.
Yeah. It ain't easy being this cheesy.
That's what it was.
What?
The robots, the cop robots.
Oh,
The
okay.
update. They're not gonna push them out.
Okay, good.
They said they're not gonna do it because motherfuckers been
nigga.
about that shit.
Yeah, no. This goddamn RoboCop, nigga, all over again, bro. We got a movie about it if you want to see the outcome.
Right.
You're RoboCop.
Said, can you do something for me?
That's my second Florida man.
All right, here's my second one. I call it Uber from hell.
Oh shit! All right.
Uber ride turns into sexual assault. Fort Myers driver, 37, charged with crime. Says the Uber ride became the center of a Lee County Sheriff's Office investigation after authorities determined the driver put on a mask before assaulting the female victim just dropping her off.
Oh wow! So he dropped her off, turned around, and came back with the mask on.
And he gets busy even earlier.
Okay.
At about 4 a.m. Sunday, deputies responded to Ashlar Apartments in the Fort Myers area in reference to a sexual battery. Sheriff Carmine Marceno said the victim was walking to her door when Felix Manuel Torres, 37 of Fort Myers, attacked her. Marceno said that Torres grabbed the victim from behind, threw her to the ground, covered her mouth, and overpowered her, then sexually assaulted the woman and fled, taking her phone. After analyzing video surveillance, the investigation led detectives to Torres' residence, who confirmed he worked for Uber and drove the victim home that morning. Wow. He seemed like he wanted to help, Marceno said. His tune changed when he was confronted with the video surveillance.
So he was trying to be helpful.
Like he didn't do it because he put a mask on, remember? Marceno said that search warrants of his residence yielded evidence confirming his involvement. It says Lyft and all other companies create their own policies and procedures. That's not law enforcement. It's not the sheriff's office. You know what I'm saying? The one thing we want to make sure that our residents and people understand the risk that they get in on the vehicle, and they're not the ones in control. This is said by the sheriff here. It says Torres faces sexual assault battery charges. No bond information was available. It indicates Torres is due in court on January 9th.
Okay then.
Yeah, Uber from hell.
Nasty Uber nigga.
I mean,
he know they had his shit.
Hey, sometimes motherfuckers, like I said, man, every man is a sexual predator.
This is a fact.
It's all about how you control it.
This is a fact.
There's some bad motherfuckers hopping in the car.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I be like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look back. Like, shit, I look at them legs.
That you get, but like I feel you because I talk about my gym shit on here all the time.
Right.
There be some bad motherfuckers in that gym.
Yeah.
And I told you, like, I tried really hard not to look. I play the mirrors because I'm going to glance.
That's the best way, yeah.
I'm going to glance, but I don't stare.
There you go.
And I never approach any woman in the gym in a manner that's not gym related.
Right.
Like any level of action I've ever acquired through the gym was usually pursued by them through like social media and shit.
That's what you're saying.
Because like when you're around in the same vicinity as people for so long,
they pop up as people you may know.
People you may know. And then the motherfucker send a request and then a DM. I be seeing you in the gym, but like I never approach.
Cause they doing their thing.
Yeah, even if a motherfucker like is bad and they like talk to me, like I will not have a conversation that is out of place.
Right.
Now she initiate the motherfucker, then that's a whole different ballgame. But
I feel
never.
You, man.
I won't be the nigga started off.
One of the places I always hate seeing was like when I go to pick my son up from school back when he was younger, and I used to see a couple of cats hollering at the mom and stuff. Like, man, why would you do that in front of the kids?
Picking the babies up. Bro.
Yeah, like, this is a whole different time. This ain't time for that. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. That's just not part of my fucking moral.
Yeah, mine either. In certain places, times and places, and fucking places. Shit, that's it for you on Florida Man. That's it for me.
We on the melanated then.
I got
I got one. You said you got two.
I got two, but one of them was really quick. But I got two though.
Oh, that's right. We did collide on this one too.
We shared one. I'm letting you have that one. I got a whole.
Oh, okay.
Because I had three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that one's all you now. And I got two, so I got two.
So we found out early for you two. We found out early.
Yeah, because we actually had the same thing twice. We had the same Florida Man and the same melanated.
But we didn't know about the Florida Man.
No, we didn't know about the fucking Florida Man. But I hit you with my first one, man. My first one was close to me, man. I'm Bay Area. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
They giving Too Short a street, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be called Tide Short or Too Short?
Too Short Way.
Okay.
The stretch of Foothill Boulevard between 47th Avenue and High Street will be renamed Too Short Way.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that they put weight on there.
Yeah. As a Bay Area legend, and it's about time he got his shit, man.
Yeah, he got his street named after Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too Short Way, man. So that's alright with me, man. That's my first melanated.
Oh, you know this one is Jalen Smith.
Mm-hmm.
It says Arkansas town elects youngest black mayor in the U.S.
Earl,
Arkansas. Voters in the small town of Earl, Arkansas, or it could be Early, but Earl, Arkansas, elected the country's youngest black mayor in a runoff election on Tuesday night.
It's 18.
Yeah, Jalen Smith, 18, is a recent graduate of Earl High School. It says, but come January, he will be mayor of the city of Earl, where about 2,000 people live. It says, according to the election results, Smith managed to receive 218 votes, while his opponent, Nimi Matthews Sr. won 139 votes.
He won down there a landslide, didn't he?
It says Smith announced his win on Facebook, in his Facebook post on Tuesday, which says, citizens of Earl, Arkansas, it's official. I am your newly elected mayor of Earl, Arkansas. It's time to build a better chapter of Earl. I would like to thank all my supporters for stepping up and getting to the polls. I am truly grateful for you all. And his focus will be on improving public safety and transportation, tearing down abandoned houses, and bringing a grocery store to the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's his name? Jalen?
Jalen Smith.
Shout out to Jalen, man. Shout out to that young man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mine goes to a 10-year-old girl who is being honored for bravery after helping her mom deliver her baby at home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A 10-year-old girl, appropriately named Miracle, is being held as a hero after she managed to deliver her baby sister before paramedics arrived. Miracle Moore from Missouri called 911 last month to explain that her mom, Viola Fair, 30, was in labor 3 weeks early. She spoke to the dispatch, Scott somebody, and said, "Hi, I think my mom is in labor," and recorded in a recorded call which lasted 11 minutes. An ambulance was quickly dispatched, and Miracle started repeating the call handler's instructions to her mom. The brave girl was confronted with her mom's screams of pain, yet she still managed to miraculously deliver her baby sister shortly after the water broke. And that's a picture of the little baby holding the baby.
She's a brave little girl.
Yeah, so she sat on the phone with the dispatcher, and the dispatcher communicated instructions to her.
That's what's up.
And she rocked it out and did what she was supposed to do and made it and caught that baby.
Shit.
Miracle Moore.
That's
Shout
what's
out to
up,
you, shout out to you, little lady.
Big shout out, shit.
Yeah. Shout out to you, little lady.
She said you was 10, huh?
10 years old.
That's what's up.
10 years old. Been here a decade, man. And already did more than most people running around this bitch.
At least she didn't faint either.
I got 7 kids, bro. Seeing anyone in labor. And I've never been in a room with a motherfucker in labor naturally.
Oh.
And I've heard the screams when motherfuckers was medicated. I couldn't imagine what it's like.
I don't know.
Naturally, bro.
I couldn't imagine, bro.
That's got to be...
That's got to be horrible.
That's got to be a different level.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it's time for the darkness.
Time for some motherfucking fecals.
Fecals. How many you got?
I think I only got one.
All right. I'll go ahead and go first then.
I thought I had more fecals than that. I only got one, bro.
I got Pretend Baby. You don't got that, do you?
No.
All right.
No.
Woman, 8 months pregnant, dies after couple cuts unborn baby from her womb.
Why will people stop doing that?
And then they pretend the infant is theirs.
Oh my God.
It says the baby miraculously survived, but 20-year-old Rosa Isaiah Castro Vasquez did not.
20 fucking years old.
Yeah, an 8-month pregnant woman died after 2 attackers allegedly kidnapped her and sliced her stomach open and stole her unborn child. Mexican authorities said on Monday that the gruesome attack occurred in Mexico's eastern state of Veracruz on November 30th, per multiple outlets. Though the woman identified by federal police as Rosa Isaiah Castro Vasquez, 20, succumbed to her wounds, the infant was rescued safe and sound and is now receiving attention from the relevant authorities. The Veracruz Attorney General's office wrote. The alleged assailants are a man and a woman, currently identified by Mexican officials only as Gonzalo and Veronica N. The two stand accused of kidnapping and femicide. According to the multiple local outlets, the suspects used social media messages to lure Vasquez to a pharmacy near her Veracruz home. They allegedly promised to give her some hand-me-down baby clothes. Okay.
So she showed up.
And they met her in a safe place, the nearby pharmacy. Surveillance footage allegedly showed Vasquez meeting the suspects outside the pharmacy and being escorted into a car. The young woman's body was later found at the Los Arios Ranch, according to the Attorney General's online statement, with the unborn child cut out of her womb. It says, the Attorney General says the state Attorney General's office reports that officials of the Ministerial Police arrested Gonzalo N. and Veronica N. as alleged perpetrators of the kidnapping. Perpetrators. When the suspects were arrested, they had a newborn minor with them, and they say that the female suspect took the infant to a local hospital but was unable to prove the baby was hers. It is unclear if the two alleged attackers have retained counsel who can speak on their behalf or enter the plea.
Wow. Sick fucking people.
That's sick as fuck.
Sick fuck. Bro, we have reported on way too many of them.
What, cutting babies out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or people trying to buy people's kids.
Yep. Yeah. That one too. That's been a problem.
Hey, at least they coming straight forward with it on the buying shit. But these
But
motherfuckers murdering motherfuckers for their babies and shit. That don't make no damn sense.
I really thought I had 2 fecals, man. I guess I don't. Mine goes to the Alabama Police Department, nigga. They deserve all of it, all the fecal in the world.
It sound worse than the Baltimore Police Department.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I know the glitch. They arrested a 82-year-old woman behind a unpaid trash bill. A $77 unpaid trash bill.
What? What did she do? How they roughed her up?
They arrested her.
Yeah, they roughed her up. They beat her in before they took her.
Yeah.
Because she didn't go out with a fight. You know that.
Martha Manfield, an 82-year-old black woman.
Oh, Martha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hit them with a paper or something.
in Valley, Alabama, had police officers show up to her home on Sunday and arrest her failing to pay a $77 trash bill.
Damn.
Mayfield told CBS that she thought the bill had already been paid, but they said it hadn't. And the cuffs, she said, her eyes swelling with tears, they are so heavy. When officers told her not to cry, Mayfield asked them, how would you feel if they came and arrested your grandma?
Right.
Yeah. Since the arrest, Mayfield has been thinking about her role, thinking about the role of God in her life. What? Shut the fuck up. I've been questioning. This is a quote from her. I've been questioning God a little bit, she said. I guess because I've been so upset. I had a daycare here for 8 years, and I've been asking the Lord, I say, why did this happen to me? As much as I've done for the people, Lord, why? I've paid my tithes every Sunday. I've ushered at church. I was just questioning something that's just asking something just ain't right.
Well, I mean, she could have just stopped tithing in church and paid the trash bill.
She thought she had paid it already. She thought it had been paid. Like she didn't pay it. She did not mean to pay it. Like
no, I understand. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, that was the problem though. She was tired in the church and doing all that. Because it ain't gonna get you nothing, man. But incarcerated.
There's a meme not a meme, a video going around about that dude. I think he's in the church office with the pastor and a couple of other constituents.
I think you sent it to me.
And
did you send it to me? Somebody sent it to me.
I don't know.
No, you didn't send it to me, but I've seen it because I remember you sent it to me. You didn't send it to me, but I've seen it. He's like, I paid my tithes, but that's not enough. And like you're gonna go to hell if you don't.
He was like, hold on. So how you gonna tell me?
Because the whole
what I need to pay from my you're not paying enough tithes.
The whole video started. Have you seen the whole video?
No.
The whole video started because he was in there asking for change.
Oh, because he put 100 in there?
No, his girl put it in there. And she wasn't supposed to put that much money in there because they had bills to pay.
Right.
And she put it all in there. And he went back into that motherfucker and told them, I need some change, bro. That was an accident.
They didn't show that part.
I seen the whole thing. I watched the whole video. They
only showed the part where he got to talking about
she was like
tithing and shit.
She was like, we're paying tithes, church. He said, woman, shut up talking to me. I pay all the bills. You don't pay nothing. And you done gave these people my last little bit of money. And the deacon was like, I don't appreciate you talking to her like that. And he said, man, shut up.
I'm talking to my wife.
Yeah. Because he wasn't being super disrespectful. He just told her, hey, be cool.
Yeah.
I need some.
That shit was funny, man. Cause he was right though, man.
He said,
well, time's the guy for what he got any money for.
The motherfucker said, he said, we don't give back change. He said, you don't give back change? Y'all got plenty of money. He said, I give tithes every week. He said, what I'm telling you is $70 of that was supposed to go to a bill. And I need that back. And then motherfucker started telling him he didn't pay enough tithes and he was going to hell.
It's like, according to your check. He said, I never gave you no check, does it? She did. You ain't paid enough in tithes each week.
Boy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I wish the fuck I would pay for God's saving.
Boy.
I wish the fuck I would.
That's like praying over food and then you get sick.
Yeah, facts.
What the fuck we just pray for?
I wish the fuck I would pay for fucking saving.
Or praying over nasty food.
Yep.
And shit, not enough prayer gonna help you on that. You can't do public prayers. They're for private.
Yeah, they are. I pray in private.
We're going back to Florida again.
We're going back to Florida?
Yeah, see, a lot of mine was in Florida this week. Florida sponsor. The sponsor of Florida's Don't Say Gay bill was indicted on federal charges of money laundering and wire fraud related to COVID relief loans.
Listen, bro, wherever there's money, you can find a criminal.
Yeah. One of the chief architects behind Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay bill was indicted on federal charges of money laundering and fraud after prosecutors claimed that he siphoned hundreds of thousands of dollars from the Small Business Administration. Federal prosecutors said in the indictment noticed Wednesday that Florida State Representative Joseph Harding created dormant businesses and fake bank statements throughout the pandemic. Oh, he was in on it too. He raked in more than $150,000 through his scheme, per the U.S. Attorney's Office, and was indicted by a grand jury on Wednesday on 6 counts of wire fraud, money laundering, and making false statements. In the indictment, prosecutors said that Harding used the SBA's economic injury disaster loans meant for COVID-related expenses to enrich himself between December 2020 and March 2021. Harding lied to the SBA in the process. The indictment added and could receive a maximum of 35 years in prison, 35-year prison sentence for all the charges. It says a trial in the matter is scheduled for early January. If found guilty, he faces a maximum possible sentence of 20 years on the wire fraud charges, 10 years on the money laundering charges, and 5 years in prison for allegedly making false statements. You lying sack of shit. Playing with all that relief money.
Dirty motherfucker. Him and Brett Favre should be homeboys.
Shit, the $1 million welfare recipient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they swept that shit right on the road. Nobody want to talk about
disappeared quickly.
Nobody want to talk about old Brett and his bullshit.
Well, it disappeared quickly. It didn't even.
No.
I guess it's got to be. I'm not even gonna say those words.
Please don't say.
Yeah, but I guess you got to be like that to say.
But you heard what LeBron just said.
What LeBron say?
When they was asking him, they was questioning something after a game, and he said, "Man, I find it real weird that when Kyrie was going through his thing, y'all couldn't do nothing but come in here and ask me about that." He said, "But not one of y'all has asked me about Jerry Jones being at the such and such rally, the segregation, da 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 da." He said, "Just know, man, we see y'all and we understand how y'all get down when it's them opposed to us."
Yeah.
And everybody, and they looked crazy and started asking. He said, don't answer the questions now. Go ahead and ask what y'all was going to ask.
Everybody getting sick of this shit.
He said, because when Kyrie was going through his thing, the guy sat down and everybody in this motherfucker, Kyrie. He said, but ain't nobody got a
little birds chirping.
Yeah, he said, but ain't nobody got a single question about Jerry Jones for me, huh?
Who is Jerry Jones? Now, I don't know these motherfuckers. Who is that?
The owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
A picture surfaced of Jerry Jones at a...
Is it a Klan rally or something?
No, it was when they were segregating high schools, and he was one of the motherfuckers out there trying to stop black people from coming to the school.
He was a kid?
He's a teenager.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, which he's explained it, and I completely get it. This is the day and age, da-da-da-da.
That's what he was taught.
But it's resurfaced, and it was all in the news, but y'all ain't have nothing to say to me about this.
No, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying.
Even if we forgive him for the shit that happened.
We can't forget.
Yeah.
Can't forget.
And if it's resurfaced and it's all in the news, if it's in the news all day long, y'all are reporters. Why ain't nobody in here got nothing to say to me about it? But Kyrie.
Well, I mean, they are two different sports, but I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's fucked up.
Nike and Kyrie severed ties.
I saw that. Too.
But from what I understand, they were already set to sever ties, and Nike seems to be kind of like capitalizing on the situation to make it seem like
it is what it is.
Like they did it
without his involvement.
But it was already like a set thing that was supposed to happen.
That's how they do us, man.
Yeah.
Crazy shit, bro.
Yeah. If I like these shoes a lot, dude, I got like a couple pairs back there. They alright, but I'm not like a giant fan. If I like these shoes more, I'd be running them up right now. They on Nike website, half off.
Damn, for real? Hey, they can keep them. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck them shoes. Fuck Jordan shoes.
Yeah, I don't buy Jordans.
Yeah, I'm good. The stigma behind him is just fucked up.
Yeah, no, I don't buy no Jordans.
And he's a fucked up ass person.
Yeah, I don't buy no Jordans.
Hurt people.
Yeah, I don't buy no Jordans.
Shit, that being said.
No Jordans. With that being said, I don't buy no Jordans.
Yeah, neither one of us.
Yeah, buy no goddamn Jordans.
I might. Not for me, though. Not for me.
I bought them, but I've never paid full price for them.
Understood.
I won't pay the price for them. That's my thing. But with that being said, man, I think 79 is down to
yes,
to
it
2.
Is. Texas to Mississippi, motherfucker.
Texas to Mississippi, motherfucker.
Yeah, y'all wake up.
H-Town to M-Town.
That's right.
M-I Crooked letter, crooked letter.
Stupid.
Y'all have a good day and all that other good
All
shit.
that
Like
good
and
shit.
subscribe.
Hit the notification bell, leave some comments, talk shit, something. Troll. I'm
Troll,
encouraging
yeah,
troll.
I need that shit.
Shit.
Appreciate y'all
Y'all
for
have
watching.
y'all have a good one now.
Be safe, be blessed.
Yes, sir. Stay
All right.
warm.
Peace out.